Abstract class is a way to achieve the abstraction in the OOPS, and we cannot directly instantiate the abstract class. It can be instantiated with the derived classes. Okay, and if you want to pass some common behavior or the functionality to the derived classes, so in that case we can use the abstract class. Okay, because it enforces the derived classes to give the overridden functionality or the method of the abstract class. And any abstract class should contain at least one abstract method, but it can also have the non-abstract method as well. Okay, so if I'm taking an example, you can see. So if you want to create a class as a abstract, so it should be marked as a abstract, like here. Okay, and this class can have, see, the count method is the normal method, means non-abstract method, and this is the abstract method. So you can see this method marked as a abstract, and this method does not have the definition. Only we have declaration of this one. This method does not have the body of this method. Okay. So the where it will be uh, implemented. So here you can see this is the child class which inherit the base class. You can see by using the colon we can inherit the class. Okay. So now the child class, this is the child one class which inherit the base class. Okay. Now this is, here you can see this is the overridden method of the base class. See, so it enforced to the child class to give the overridden method. You can see how we can provide the overridden. So through the override keyword. See, the return type of the method is void. Okay, and the name is same. Only that we have marked this method as a override. So it means it will provide the overridden, means the functionality, or you can say the definition of this method. If I am not providing this, okay, see, it gives some error. See, child one does not implement the inherited abstract member. So it means you should give the overridden method of the abstract class method, means abstract method. Okay. So likewise, I have provided the another class. You can see that is a child two class which inherit the base class, that is the abstract class. Okay. Now it provides another overridden method of this one. So the base class, if a base class is a abstract class, so in that case it enforces to their child class to give the overridden method or follow my structure, you can say. So here this class have the abstract class have the one method, that is abstract method. Okay, that's so it means if anyone want to extend or inherit my behavior, so in that case you should provide the functionality or the definition of that abstract class. So like here, the child one has provided the overridden method of that is so. Okay. Likewise, the second class, that is child two, it also provided the so method definition, different, you can say different overridden method. Okay. So how can we call this method? Okay. So like here, I have created a different class, that is a driver class, and where there is a main method where I can create the object of the class. You can see base is the abstract class. Okay, and I have created an object, but we cannot directly instantiate this class. Why? Because this is the abstract class, so we cannot instantiate that class, means we cannot provide the memory for that class. Okay, so you can see here in the line number 34, I have provided the memory to the first class, first child class, that is a child one, this one. Okay, you can see. So the object reference, that is this is the object of the base class, but we can provide the memory to the child class through the new keyword. Okay, so in that case it will call. So if I'm calling this one in line number 35, object dot so it will call the child one method, this one, child one class show method. Why? Because I have provided the see, I have allocate the memory for the child one class. Okay, So now if in the later, you can see here, I can also provide the memory to the child2 class, and then if I'm calling this method, show method through this object class, object of the base class, then it will call the child2 method. Okay, so let me first comment this one so that you can understand easily. Okay, now I'm saving this one. Now just run this application. So it is running now. Here you can see the debugger has come. So if I'm continuing, okay, so in that case you can see the output. See, so of the child one, so method of the child one. Okay, so because I have created the object of the base class, but allocate the memory for the child one class. Okay, and then if I'm calling object dot so it will be called this one, this method of the child one. Let me prove this one. Okay, so I have put the debugger here. Now you can see if I'm continuing this one, see the debugger here in the child one show method. Okay, so it is calling the show method of the child one. Why? Because I have allocating the memory of the child one class. Okay, now I'm continuing this one. Okay, so now if I'm commenting this one, okay, and uncomment this, save, okay, and again run. So here you can see now I'm putting the debugger here also. Okay, in the child2 class show method. Now I'm continuing here. See, this is not this time this is not calling the show method of the child one. This time this is calling the show method of the child two. Why? Because you can see in the main method I am creating an object of the base class but allocate the memory to the child two class. Okay, and after that this object, for this object we are calling the show method. Okay, so this object have the memory for this, means it instantiate the child two class. Okay, so it will call the show method of the child2. Now if I'm continuing this one, okay, see here, show method of the child2. Okay, so likewise you can assign, allocate the memory to the any child class, and then that method will be called. So it means, so what is the purpose of this abstract class? So if you want to pass any common functionality, common behavior, common rule which should follow all the drive classes, so that class should be marked as a abstract. So in this case you can see if this method is a abstract, mark as a abstract method. Okay, so in that case if any new class is mark as a drive class, means if like this one, the child one inherit the base. Okay, so in that case this child class should give the definition for this show class. Likewise if I'm giving any property or anything, so in as a abstract, so in that case all the drive classes should follow the same structure, same functionality. Okay, so in the class hierarchy fashion, means the top to bottom approach, if you want to pass some common functionality, so in that case we can achieve through the abstract class. Okay,